This convertible has a rear windscreen that's flush with the roof. It has LED lights that are visible from any angle, not just from the back. It has bold styling, it has plenty of high-end technology. Its roof will retract in 17 seconds at up to 31 miles an hour. It's a Vauxhall and can be had for less than 25 grand. Vauxhall calls this the Cascada, and they fervently hope that you've noticed all of that. They also hope that you'll rethink that Audi order. The Cascada, silly name aside, is a rather handsome beast. Its designers took time to make sure that not only does it look good with the hood down, but also with it raised, because, well, that's where it'll be for most of its life. They also made that roof strong so you can take it through a proper car wash. Not only does it look good, but it won't be a pain to clean. Similarly, the engineers knew that in order to make the Cascada a decent proposition, it had to be fun to drive, practical and quiet. Now, to that end, they've done a pretty good job. You get, with the roof up, a nearly 400-litre boot. That's quite a lot. Then with the roof down, you can have a pretty decent conversation at up to 80 miles an hour. Again, that's very impressive, but also the Cascada gets some pretty neat trick suspension. It's called Hyperstrut, and it was developed for the Insignia VXR, a really serious bit of kit. It essentially dumbs down torque steer and makes front-wheel drive Vauxhalls glide through corners. It's frankly brilliant. So that's practicality, space and handling covered, but it's got some pretty cool engines as well. It's going to get a brand spanking new 200 brake horsepower 1.6 litre turbocharged petrol, which is very nice. It's also going to get a 2 litre bi-turbo diesel, which is going to be rapid and quite efficient. But the one we've got here is the base 1.4 litre turbocharged petrol. It's got around 140 brake horsepower, and you know what? It's quick, it's quiet, and it's pretty refined. Its interior is typically Vauxhall, which means you get swathes of buttons everywhere. I do wonder whether the interior feels special enough, though. The Cascada is not a sports car by any means. It's a car to waft in or be seen in, much like its German rivals. And speaking of its rivals, they're a bit tricky. You see, the Cascada is bigger than the Audi A5 Cabriolet. It's also a lot cheaper. It's priced similarly to the BMW 1 Series and Audi A3 Cabriolets, which means, if you pardon the old adage, you do get quite a lot of car for not much cash. But has Vauxhall made a car that has the presence to make you think twice about having a German on your drive? Every part of me wants to say yes. Every part of Vauxhall wants me to say yes. But I do wonder whether an emphasis on premium, feel and tech and a low price point is enough to coax people away. And also Vauxhall has a little bit of a problem in that, well, it's this question: what would you rather have on your drive, a Vauxhall or an Audi? I thought so.